think we're live. No, rotate your device. Can't turn your phone when you're live. That's what I thought.
Hello.
So we'll set it like that. Alright, now, I think we're live. So, how do we know if there's anyone there? Anybody there? Comments will appear.
Hello.
So, was it because I did this? What is it?
Maybe. One people's watching.
Well, how do you know people's watching? Is that what oh, Bonnie's watching! Yay! We were just figuring it out. It's been so long since we did this. Like, we forgot that you can't rotate the phone and stuff. So glad you're here, Bonnie. You want to say hi to Bonnie?
Hi.
There's Sparkles. Sunshine. What am I? Sunflower.
Yeah.
Sunflower and Sparkles. We're going to paint clouds today, so you're going to need blue and white for sure. We have cardboards.
Same size.
Same size. That window behind us is a little bit of a problem, but...
Yep, it's the shiny light.
As long as I keep my head there, I might see it keeps doing that.
Yep.
So there's a window there.
Yeah.
But can you hear me okay, Bonnie? Is the sound good?
Yeah. Is it?
Is it good?
Yeah.
Oh, we have another viewer. There's River's artist pumpkin she made.
Made out of clay.
Okay, good. You can hear me well. So yeah, so we're just gonna like, if you wanna, we're just gonna kind of like zen out with the blue and just paint our cardboard blue at first. Just thinking of blue skies. So while we're even waiting for people to join us, we can put some blue and white on our palette.
You will need to use a big brush.
So I'm glad everybody's here. And so we're going to start with blue and white, and we're going to just paint this piece of cardboard. Blue skies, just thinking blue skies and happy thoughts. And
Blue.
yeah. Bonnie, is Donna planning to join us?
You need a
We're really just
big
making
brush.
this like a brief little creative companions before dinner snack. It's just going to be a brief little one. So, well, Bonnie, you can go ahead and start. Oh, I didn't give you any white, River. My bad. So using the biggest brush you have.
Biggest brush.
And some white and blue. Make yourself a nice, even blue canvas. And you'll want to use water and put it on thinly so that it will dry quickly. This is not the brush I want to use. A flat brush. Hi, Mara. I love you. I love you all. So glad you're here.
Hello.
Do I need to invite you, Mara? It says go live, invite. Their friends won't be. Bring Mara. No, I don't want to do that. Okay. So yeah, we're going to be painting clouds today, and so just whatever size canvas you have. Yeah, me and River been watching the sky a lot and watching the fact that the clouds are like always different. Anytime you look up at the sky, there could be so many different kinds of clouds in the sky at the same time. So River's been asking me to do a cloud painting while I'm here. So we're just getting some blue and a nice blue. Just keep your brush going in the same direction. Add some water. Whatever blue you do. And you remember, we're just doing the thing. We're not judging it. No right or wrong here. We're just playing, right, River?
Yeah.
We don't need to be nervous. Oh, we're not on camera. Scooch over some. She's not on camera. We can see. There we go.
Yeah.
Maybe I can try to point the camera so you can see what we're painting, too. Hi, Donna. Get your paint on. I'm so excited to be painting. It's just a spur-of-the-moment thing I decided this morning. Hey, while I'm here with my sidekick Sparkles.
Hello.
There she.
Flowers.
Yeah, and I'm Sunflower. We could paint, and you all could come paint with us. And she was like, yeah, that's a good idea. So here we are.
This is what made my
So
hat
take some
now.
deep breaths, grab your paintbrush, and paint your canvas blue. Oh, good job. So River made that artist pumpkin. There, I'll scooch over this way. So we're going blue here. Blue skies, happy thoughts, all is well in my world. I am a creative being, happy to be here creating and painting this blue.
We've never been a long time.
Yeah, it's been a long time since we've all been together painting. That's right. That is true, Sparkles.
And that is true, Sunflower.
And here we are. So, remember that acrylic paint stains your clothes. I have my smock on. I'm going to get my braid out. Ow! Look out for your friend's head, everybody. Hi, Zoe. Say hi to Zoe. She just joined us. Zoe, come paint along. We're painting blue skies right now. Blue skies, no rain, blue skies. So whatever size cardboard or canvas you got, let's just get it painted blue. Oh, Sparkles over here is balancing a pumpkin on her head while she paints.
Yeah,
she keeps it interesting always.
Yeah, I try to balance it always. Sunflowers.
It's good to have fun, but you got to know how.
Yep.
It's good to have friends to have fun with. Yeah. And it's fun to do the things that are fun.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Fun is so fun. Blue skies. So
blue
we're
skies.
Is yours all covered almost?
Almost.
Almost covered. Once we get our blue skies, then just go ahead and put that brush in your water. Leave it there for a minute. We're going to swish it off and clean it because maybe we'll use that same brush again. So, whoa. Remember not to think too much, right? We don't have to think about it. We're just going to see what happens next. I'm going to clean that brush a little. So you might want to grab your paper towel and wipe your brush off and let that blue dry.
Okay.
Just going to pause and take my time here. Let that dry a little bit. You might want to flap that around in the wind like, ooh, wave your canvas around. I should back this camera up some.
Yeah.
Can you go move that flower thing? I'm going to back you all up. Maybe we'll be able to... Sorry, everybody.
It's my pumpkin fell.
We dropped all our friends.
My pumpkin.
Oh, no. Hi, Sharon. It's nice to see you. We're painting a blue sky right now. If you want to join us, grab a piece of cardboard, a canvas, a piece of wood, whatever you have to paint on. And right now we're just painting it blue. Thinking blue skies and happy thoughts and beautiful days.
No.
I'm just going to cover this.
Stay. What was that?
That was your dog. It sounded like she was falling down. And scared herself?
Yep.
So we have nice blue skies. Nice blue skies. And so we're going to think about clouds. And that clouds come in all different kinds. So I'm going to show you different kinds of clouds to make. You can make big clouds, little clouds, as many clouds as you want. Clouds overlap clouds. Clouds are impossible. They come in all sizes. We're going to start with just let's see. I'm going to use the same brush I was using, this big one, and I didn't even clean it too good. And I'm just going to, you want to use a different one? Get yourself a brush there. And I'm going to put that in just the white here. And like we did with covering our canvas, we did a back and forth motion. With clouds, we're going to do more of a circular motion. So I'm going to put a cloud up here in the corner. So I'm, let's see, going to try to hold this so y'all can see. And I'm just going to go in a circle right there. And then just go in this direction and keep that circle going and getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And maybe pull it at the end so it looks like that cloud, see that? Zoomed out. And then I like to just use the same brush till it runs out of paint, kind of. So I'll pick another spot and just do another one. And just puff it up and zoom it out. And maybe another one right over top here. And I'm not thinking about this at all or even really looking at it because we're going to work on this for a while. So just right now, get some white clouds, like maybe do what I did and start with your brush in the white paint and then just go till you kind of run out of paint and see what happens. And don't think about it all too much or even really look at it too much. And you'll notice like different ways that I'm pushing on the brush. It has the white coming off in different areas. So you kind of watch what your brush is doing and try different things. So I put a little more white on there.
Whoa, mine's
now one thing you notice with clouds too is sometimes they're lighter. How you doing over there? I'm going kind of fast. You might want to use two, River, since you have such a small, Sparkles, since you have such a small brush, you might want to take one of these bigger ones and use it to kind of smear this. Can I show you? Can I touch this? Yeah? No? You want to try it? Like kind of go on top of there. Go like that means something. Whoa! And don't spill the water! Alright, see how that made it softer? Can I show what you did there? Pause for a second. Okay.
Pause.
So here's Sparkle's canvas for a second. And that middle cloud is when she first put the paint on with a smaller brush. This top one up here, she took a bigger brush with no paint on it at all and just blended it all together to soften it. And I'm going to show you how to add light and shadow and things to our clouds too. So just play around for a minute and make a few clouds. Don't get too crazy. Don't cover up all your blue. You want to make sure some of that blue, beautiful blue sky you had there is showing through. But remember, clouds come in all sizes in the same sky. Sometimes they are all the same size. Georgia O'Keeffe's biggest painting was of clouds on a blue sky, and they were all the same size and shape. They were those oval-looking ones, you know. Sometimes some clouds are like impossibly perfection. Like, really? Looking like a heart or a pillow or a, I don't know, dragon. What did we see the other day in the clouds, River?
Look.
There's hers. See how her clouds are coming? So she has some nice round poofy clouds for sure.
Poof, poof.
Poofy poof. So once you have some clouds there, let's assume that our light source, our sun, is behind the clouds this way. So let's take some blue with our white a little to make it a little darker and make the bottom of the cloud with that same circular you see in River, that same circular kind of motion. If you make the bottom of your cloud a little darker, it gives it more depth. It makes it look like those puffy clouds that you can sit on, you know? And you could go even a little darker if you want to. Maybe you have some storm clouds up in there. So you want to add some darker in there like that. And always you can keep a dry brush handy that you haven't used in the paint at all that you can blend with. So before that gets completely dry, you can take a dry brush that you haven't used in the paint and kind of swirl on top of what you just did. See how soft that looks? And gives you no hard edges there. See, River?
Yeah.
I'm just kind of doing that with a soft one.
So,
yeah, that works too. And that makes a fuzzy edge because clouds have fuzzy edges. So River's doing an up and down motion, Sparkles, with her brush. Do you want to show that? To make a soft fuzzy edge on her clouds. So with the brush almost dry and an up and down motion, she's just going around the edge to make it kind of fuzzy. So it's just play with the clouds. And then just like we added that shadow and a darker at the bottom, and look how much more contrast that gave and made it more interesting. Also, those same clouds, if they're dark on the bottom, would be light on the top. So you could go back, I'm going to go back with a smaller brush with just white now, and go to the tops of my clouds and put in a highlight. And that highlight can come down in the front and break up your clouds. Maybe you have a little poofy one over there that's just that white. And then you can still come back with that dry brush and kind of smooth out the edges. I know we just jumped right into this without meditation, but remember to breathe, y'all. We're just playing. No need to be nervous. We're not making a, we're making our mini masterpiece here, but no pressure. We're just having fun and playing and making clouds. And I'm going to show you another thing with the concept of dry brushing, in case some of you don't know that. You can also make your clouds that way. So I'm going to take a little bit stiffer brush that I have not used yet. It hasn't been in water or paint yet. Let me find the one I'm looking for. I'm being picky here. Picky. All right, I'm going to try this one. So I'm going to put that dry brush with no water on it, anything, into the paint, and then take most of the paint off on my palette. I'll even take some off here on my paper towel. I've always shown you, I check on my hand and make sure it's not too white, because I just want this to look like a fuzzy glow. So maybe a separate little puff over here. And see how much softer and fuzzier that looks than the other one I did with the wet brush. So this is a dry brush. And I keep pulling mine in this direction because the wind's blowing in one way. So your airway, whatever, is going that way. So, you know, pull your brush at the end of your movements. A lot of painting is how you move the brush across the canvas. So as you see, I'm going in a circular motion and then pulling in that direction. And I'm kind of going back and forth now with the darks and the lights. And just, what are you doing over here? Did I lose you? What's happening to you? I'm going to give us all just a little minute to regroup and take a look at my canvas, man. I just jumped right into that. Come back. Sparkles has left me. Can you all see that? I'm just going to let you look at that for a minute. So what about those skies, like right before the sun goes down and you start to see some color in the skies, right? Mm-hmm. So as you see, my lovely assistant, Sparkles, has grabbed some orange and yellow, I think, to add to hers. I grabbed a little lavender purple here to add to mine. You could add some pink. I would suggest whatever color that you decide to use, which, by the way, my paint squirt. I love when I squirt my paint on my palette and it comes out in the shape of a bird. Do you see that? You know, I got a little purple bird there. Can you see that? See the purple blob? I love when my paint comes out in the shape of a bird. Anyway, so whatever color you're going to add when you get ready to add some color to your clouds, you're not on camera over there. What are you doing? She has ants in her pants, I swear. Come over. So why don't you sit right here, and I bet they could see you. That window's really a problem. Sorry, y'all. We just decided to do this at the last minute. Here, there. So there. There, now you can see you. You can reach. There. Do you need help with that? So she's squeezing out some yellow. So whatever color you're going to add to your clouds, as I was saying, mix it with some white and just think subtle. You know, you just want to subtly add some color at first. You don't want to get that I've gone too far, Mom, feeling too soon. So I'm just going to start adding a little bit of that light purple, like it's up in the tops of my clouds here. And again, going with that same circular, soft motion, almost dry brush. We are crowded up here.
Sorry.
That's okay. Help yourself to a brush. Teamwork makes the dream work. Y'all are awesome. You help me blossom. So just play around. You know, you can put color wherever you want. This is your sky, you know. This is not the kindergarten class where the sky is blue and that's all you're going to do. This is your sky, man. You can dream it any color you want. You can add as much color to that as you want. I'm going to just keep adding this purple for a minute. And I'm going to show you a few more things. Because what I wanted to do here was just give you a couple things that you could do and ways that you could make clouds. And then leave you alone with it. So when we stop the live video, that doesn't mean you have to stop painting, of course. And this cloud sky that we create right here together right now, maybe a background for something that you're going to add to, or maybe you feel like you're done with it at the end of this session. Maybe it's a background for a positive affirmation that you write on there. You know, something that you want to believe, all is well in my world. I believe in the good things coming, whatever. Yeah. So there you have it. Wait, look, can I see what you did? Oh, so she's added the sun up there in the corner. And one thing I was going to get to was how to make those sun rays, you know. When you see the clouds and then you see those rays coming down from them. I thought we might add some of those. That's a fun thing to know how to do. Again, this is, wow, look how many brushes we have in our water here. Again, I'm going to show you now how to add those sun rays since she already did that. Oh, you were trying to show them how many brushes we have in our water already. We have 2 people using the same water, that's why. That's okay. So I'm going to take a wide flat brush that, again, has not been in any paint or water. And I'm going to go with just white right now. Now, if you decide, like Sparkles did over here, to add the yellow-orange sun in your sky, you might want to do those sun rays with a little bit of yellow and orange mixed with your white. My sky is just white and blue right now, and I don't see the sun in my sky. It's like up here somewhere. So it's not on the canvas, but it's shining down through these clouds. So I'm going to go with just white on my brush. Again, a really dry brush, wiping most of it off on my paper towel, checking on my hand, wiping my towel, checking on my hand. Okay, I just got a little paint on there. And I'm going to start with this top cloud where I have the purple. And wherever those sun rays are going to start coming out, I'm going to put my brush down. Ooh, I got way too much paint on there. So I'm going to wipe some more paint off. Way wetter than I wanted it to be. See, I made a really bright one, but that's okay. No worries. We're going to add some more. And see how that goes? You just make those go down to the next cloud. And where they would hit that next cloud, it would have a light edge. So this is so like awkward how I'm holding this. So I'm going to take that same dry brush, get most of the paint off, and where those sun rays hit the edge of that cloud, make that nice and light. And then those same rays, man, they could be cutting through and coming through this next cloud down here at the bottom. And this you want very little paint on the brush, and you kind of have to push hard. And you want to go in the direction of that light would be flowing. So the light's going that way. I am going to add a little yellow to mine, I think, but very subtly. So I'm going to mix that with some blue, making sure I don't get any, or not blue, mixing the yellow with some white, making sure I don't get any blue in there, because then it's going to be green. And I'm going to lay my canvas down a second.
Yeah, then it'll like be glass.
Yeah. So, you have gone a whole different direction over here. Do you want a dry brush to try to pull those out and like make it more fuzzy? Yeah. To blend it like this way? Yeah. Like you did with that white? That would look cool. You can use that one. Just giving Sparkles a few pointers there. So I'm going to add some yellow now. And that really adds some contrast. Interesting. Interesting. I like how that's looking. Interesting. And again, that yellow that would be hitting the top of that cloud there. So now I got another feature coming in with some yellow where it hits the tops of the clouds. And again, you can come back with any color if you feel like you put too many sun rays in or they came out, you know, too intense. You can go back with your darker color and use the same brush technique. Use that same dry brush technique to come back with the darker color and fill in if you think you've gone too far. So you hear, this kind of gives you an idea. So we're just, like I say, you know, when painting, instead of trying to paint a cloud, you insinuate a cloud. What does a cloud feel like, you know? And you get the feel for it. You make those wispy little shows.
They feel like cotton candy.
They feel like cotton candy, right? So you feel like cotton candy, and you just use that soft, dry brush and that soft touch and those soft colors, you know? For this sky, we're just doing that soft right before, like, the sun goes completely down. You know, it's just right behind there. I like that, like, tangerine sky that the sky gets sometimes, too. So I'm going to try adding some of that tangerine color. So I already had some yellow mixed with some white. So now I added some orange to that on my palette. And again, I'm going to get my brush real dry this time. Careful now.
Now we got a lot more.
Lots of brushes. So I'm going to use that tangerine color to kind of come down. Ooh, I like that color. Look at that. That's pretty. To kind of accent the edge of my clouds. I'm going to just take a minute here and turn this around so I can see it. Oh, look. So here's what Sparkles is working on with her clouds. So remember, like, everyone's is their own, and every sky is different, and there are no mistakes. You can come back. Like, what I like to do is like do all this and do my dry brushing, and then in a minute I'm going to go back to just the white and edge out my clouds so that they stand out in front of all these colored slices of light coming through. So I'm going to go back to my dark blue and just do that dark blue edge here along my bottom. Give that a little more contrast. And you can just go back and forth and just moving your brush around, you know, and like, how do you know when to stop on your clouds? Well, when you love what you're looking at. You know, this is your beautiful creation that you're making right now in this moment with me and Sparkles, and we're so thankful that you're here. You're awesome. You know, and just use your creative thing and do your thing until you're satisfied. And then one thing I like to do too with the painting before I sign it is just set it aside for a day, you know, and maybe like wake up first thing in the morning and see it in the sun, and it gives it a whole different thing, you know. And then maybe when you see it in the sun, you go, oh, that is a background. Like now I want to add, you know, like the silhouette of a tree or something in there, or I want to add birds to that, or a hot air balloon, or some glitter. Like, you know, if you know me, you know I like to add some glitter for sure. What we got going on over here? Face painting is fun.
That's what I'm doing.
Sparkles is painting on her cheeks now. So let your inner child play, folks. That's what we're here talking about. That's what we're doing. Just playing in the clouds. Our heads are in the clouds today. Also, you know, sometimes you see rainbows in the clouds. So with that same dry brush technique that I showed you, you could add like a little rainbow somewhere. It doesn't have to be a whole rainbow, you know. Sometimes you look up there and you just see that little chunk, that little sliver of hope. You know, I'm real close to rainbows there with my sun rays that are coming down that I put in there. I am going to go back with some white now. So I hope you all are feeding yourself good, positive thoughts. Keeping it positive, loving yourself, drinking your water, washing your hands, wearing your masks, you know, taking it nice and easy. That's looking good, everybody. I'm just going back and accentuating the tops of my clouds. You know, you can even add some little just random boop boop, you know, you got those kind of clouds that happen. It's just a little poop right there in the air. No, I kind of like to let a painting just do what it does and not think about it too much. And, you know, a little here, a little there as I feel it.
Oh, you can do mine.
See, now you could add some yellow rays coming out from all of those if you started with the dry brush in at the edge of your cloud and then pulled away from it. Yeah, there you go. So like the sun is shining from behind those clouds in every direction.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's cool. Oh, somebody just sent me a photo. Which, by the way, that reminds me, I would love to see photos of your clouds if you have questions about your clouds. And like I said, you don't have to stop at the end of our thing here. You know, using smaller and smaller brushes as you go, you could add more detail to your clouds. I'm just blending in more of the purple here now because I'm digging that. The purple. See my purple?
Yeah.
You want to show yours? Can you all see that? Sorry we put that window behind us. There's what she's got going on. Oh, also, you know, if you want to indicate a bird, let's put a bird flying in.
That's what I like to do.
You can use the dark blue that you probably already still have some of on your palette there for the bird. You could use black if you want to. Because typically when we see the bird in front of the clouds, it's silhouetted. So it's dark against the clouds, right? Mostly they look black. So I'm just taking a skinnier brush here. And I am using the dark blue. And I'm going to put a bird flying somewhere here. And I just like to start at the middle, which would be the bird's body, and go out on his wings. And then do it again in the other direction. So there's my bird. And you know, you say, one wing looks bigger than the other. Well, that's the perspective I'm seeing it from, or that's the way his wings are right now, or maybe I'm just going to add a little more wing to him right there. So there we go. We added a little more wing. You could also add long legs coming from your bird. River's bird has her wings up, Like, they go. So your bird could go. We could do one that's really soaring with its wings out. So for that one, I would start at the middle of my bird and go this way. And then at the middle of my bird and go that way. And that bird is soaring, buddy. And then you could go back to those birds and add detail in there if you wanted to. Add some little long legs. Maybe that's some kind of crane with really long legs and a long neck that's flying. Or maybe that's all you see of that bird, you know. So you could add a highlight on your birds by just taking a little white on that same brush and just do that same motion starting at the middle and going out on the top edge. See that? And it gives that a little more depth. I'm going to do that on all my birds.
Look at mine.
This kid trying to steal my thunder. Yay.
Mine looks like a W.
Yes, birds do look like W's sometimes. Pelicans, those look totally different when they're flying, like they're doot. They go totally different. Yeah, so just insinuating a bird. Maybe you got a little bird over here flying. I'm just going to put a little guy right there. Ah! Sparkles hit my canvas there, so my little bird just grew a really long wing right there down there at the bottom. So it's okay. I know you didn't mean to. No harm, no foul. This bird was meant to be big. See? That bird was meant to be big.
Yeah.
And big it is. So, and that's a good example of how we flow with painting, you know. You whoop, whoop, and drip on the canvas, and then you look at it and go, and turn that into something. And the same with life, you know. You bump your toe, you make a mess. You know, life throws you a curved ball, and you go, can turn that into something. Where are we going to go from here? You know? So blue skies, sunny days. We got sun rays hugging us. Oh, Sparkles over here is like losing it. She would like to show you a painting she did on her own recently when I wasn't here. Here we go. I'll help you out with that. There it is. Isn't that something? So she did a nice rainbow of colors and a nice swirl in the middle. Well, I'm going to leave it up to y'all. If you want to add something, I'd love to see what you add. If you just want to leave it clouds, I think I might add for myself some positive affirmation to mine, but I need to think about that for a minute. If you are going to add words to yours, you know, give that a little thought first. Make sure that you have plenty of space for what you're going to write. Spacing can be an issue. So I just give that some thought. Remember to always sign and date your work, honor your work, love your work. Put it somewhere where you can see it, hang it on your fridge. Ask your mom to hang it on her fridge. Like, be proud of it. Glitter on these clouds could be nice, you know, in the sunny areas. There's that, I don't have any with me right now, but there's acrylic paint. There's that clear, it's called Extreme Glitter, and it's clear with glitter in it. So whatever you paint it on, it's going to show through. She's playing my banjo now. She probably wants me to play, and I think we're getting ready to wrap this up, and our water jar is overflowing, and, you know, sometimes it's a train wreck and chaos, and we still have a good time, though, and we love you, and we're glad you're here with us. I don't know. I didn't scroll down ever to see if I got any more messages. I'm not real. Uh-oh. I touched the thing. Don't touch the thing. Oh, no. What did I do?
Sorry, everybody.
Sorry, everybody. I messed something up.
She doesn't know how to use this new phone.
What did I do? What?
Sorry.
Oh, did I turn it around? It's facing... Hi! Wait a minute. No, I was just trying to see the messages, but I'm not going to bother. I'll look at them later. Maybe if I put the camera this way, I won't have to worry about that dang window for a minute. Because I just want y'all to be able to see me. So wherever you are, thanks for bearing with us. Granny and Sparkles doing the thing. Here she is over my shoulder, pushing my chair. So happy clouds. Keep your heads in the clouds. Use your dry brush, you know. Wipe most of the paint off. See what you can do. We're not leaving. What are we doing? Are we going to play a number?
Yeah.
You want to sing and I'll play? I'm going to make up a song about clouds if I play.
No. What are you going to do?
Can you get me another paper towel first? I do not want to get paint on my banjo. So I have a banjo, y'all, now, but it's probably not even in tune anymore. It's been cold here and stuff. Yeah, my banjo's very out of tune. I don't know what she's going to do. Thanks for bearing with us, you all. We did not plan anything here today. We're just happy you're here. We're happy to be here together. River and I sure have a good time. So, I love you. I love clouds. Just observe the clouds. You know, watch them, see what they do, and then see how you can bring that into your paintings. You know, maybe spend a day outside when you have a nice day. We would have painted outside and looked at the sky today with you, but it's like under 50 degrees here in Ohio already. Yeah, my banjo's really out of tune, River. We're not playing the banjo right now.
Ooh, I know.
So, Creative Companions, I know it's been a while. I would love to see what you've all been up to and what you've been creating. I've been doing some glass work and some acrylic painting, and I have an oil painting in progress. All right, now I have a guitar in my hands. Let's come tell our audience goodbye and good evening, and we love you, and keep your creation station on. Create from your heart. Just let your art shine. The world wants to see it. The world wants to see you shining and happy. Come on, come say bye-bye. Bye. We're going to sign off. Thanks for sharing time with us. Thanks for creating with us. I look forward to seeing what you painted. Hope we didn't go too fast. I might have had a little extra coffee today because it was a rainy day. Yep. Come here. We love you. You're awesome. You help us blossom. We believe in you. Happy Halloween. Happy fall. Peace out, friends. Put your peace sign up. Hey, you turned the camera around again.